Hello children. Now in part 5 of cube and cube root, we will be studying about what is meant by cube root and how to find the cube root of a given number. First of all, what is meant by cube root? Now, as in square root, we had studied that finding the square root of a number is the inverse operation of finding square. Similarly, here also finding the cube root is the inverse operation of finding cube. For example, we have 2 cube as 8. You know that 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So we can say that cube root of 8 is 2. That means inverse operation, cube root. Now this is the symbol for cube root. So cube root of 8 is equal to 2. We write this as cube root of 8. We read this as cube root of 8 and that is equal to 2. So this symbol cube root, it denotes cube root. This symbol denotes cube root. Now look into the following table. 1 cube is 1. Now as I told you that cube root is the inverse operation of cube. So here cube root of 1 will be 1. 2 cube is 8. So cube root of 8 will be 2. How? Instead of 8, I will write here 2 cube. I can write, no? Because 2 cube is 8. So instead of 8, I am writing 2 cube inside. So when I remove the cube root sign, the cube sign also gets removed and it gets 2. How? Because this cube root means raised to the power 1 upon 3. So 2 raised to 3 into 1 upon 3, then 3 and 3 will get cancelled. It will become 1. Product of the number and its inverse is equal to 1. So 2 raised to 1 will be 2. Similarly, cube root, I will explain you again while we are finding the cube root. That time I am going to explain you. So at present you remember that when you remove the cube root sign, the cube sign also gets removed. Cube root of 27. So instead of 27, I will write 3 cube and I will get answer 3. Similarly, cube root of 64 is 4. 5 cube is 125. So cube root of 125 is 5. Now 6 cube is 216. So cube root of 216 is 6. 7 cube is 343 and cube root of 343 will be 7. And similarly, cube root of 512 is 8. Cube root of 729 is 9 and cube root of 1000 is 10. Now these numbers you remember because you know the cube of numbers 1 to 10. But bigger numbers, how to find the cube root? For that there are two methods. One method is prime factorization method and another method is estimation method. So there are two methods to find the cube root of a given number. First method, prime factorization method, which is similar to the prime factorization method of square root, and estimation method. Let's take the first method, which is prime factorization method. In that, we'll take one example. Find the cube root of 74,088 by prime factorization. So first we will factorize 74008. Prime factorize. We'll use only the prime numbers to factorize it. So when I start with 2 because it is an even number. I start with 2, I get 37,044. Again, it is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. When I divide by 2, I get 18,522. Again, when I divide by 2, I get 9,261. It's an odd number, and when I add all the digits, I get a multiple of 3. So I will start dividing by 3. When I divide by 3, I get 3,087. Again, when I divide by 3, I get 1,029. And again, when I divide by 3, I get 343. After that, when I start my division by 7, because I know 343 is the cube of 7. So I start with 7 and I write 49 here. Again, 7 sevens are 49. So I write 7 here and 7 ones are 7. So when you prime factorize, you will get these factors. Now, whenever you are asked to find the cube root of a given number, straight away, that means the given number is a perfect cube. So if you are starting with 2, you see that you take 2 3 times. If you are not able to divide the third time by 2, there must be some mistake in your division. Then when you are starting with 3, you should be able to divide 3 times by 3. And similarly, when I start with 7, I should be able to divide the number 3 times by 7. So whenever you are asked to find cube root, if you are asked to verify whether it is a perfect cube or not that time. But when you are already given a perfect cube number and you are asked to find the cube root, that time each factor will appear 3 times. That is what I mean to say. Now you make the pairs of 3 in a group of 3 of each factor. Then you write cube root of 74088 is equal to cube root of, instead of 74,088, I will write down its factors, 2 cube into 3 cube into 7 cube. Now, when I remove this cube root sign, the cube sign also gets removed. Why? See, this cube root sign means it is raised to power 1 upon 3. This whole thing, that is 2 cube into 3 cube into 7 cube, the whole raised to 1 upon 3. See here, cube root of 2 cube into 3 cube into 7 cube, which is equal to 2 cube into 3 cube into 7 cube, the whole raised to 1 upon 3. Now you have learnt in 7th standard that whenever we open the bracket and there is a power outside, this power is multiplied with the power of each number. That means 2 raised to 3 into 1 upon 3, 3 raised to 3 into 1 upon 3, 7 raised to 3 into 1 upon 3. This 3 and 3 will get cancelled. This 3 and 3 will get cancelled. This 3 and 3 will get cancelled. What you get? 2 into 3 into 7. Now, when we are doing this method, no need to show this step. It is understood. I'm just explaining you how when you remove the cube root sign, the cube sign also gets removed. You will directly write 2 into 3 into 7. You remove the cube root sign and the cube sign will automatically gets removed. No need to show this working, but you should know why it is getting removed. So that is why I have shown you here. But you don't need to show it. You can directly write which is equal to 2 into 3 into 7. And that is equal to 42. So answer is cube root of 74,088 is equal to 42. Now one thing, you should never forget to put this symbol of cube root. You have to. Many times children forget. They straight away write only 74,088 is equal to 2 cube into 3 cube into 7 cube. And they directly write 2 into 3 into 7. No. This symbol of cube root is very, very necessary. Then only it will come 2 into 3 into 7. Is it clear? And so answer is 42. Now let's take the next method, which is estimation method. Now, for example, you take find the cube root of 17,576 through estimation method. When you are given that you have to find the cube root by estimation only, then you have to use estimation method. But if you are not particularly mentioned, you are just given find the cube root of 17,576. Then it is up to you whether you are using estimation method or you are using division method. But when you are specifically asked for a particular method, you have to use that method. So here you are particularly asked, you have to find the cube root by estimation method. Now this method involves 3 steps. In the first step, you divide this number into the group of 2. And how will you divide? See, you will not start dividing from the left hand side, but you will start from the right hand side, rightmost digit. You will start dividing the number from its rightmost digit, which is 6. And I will start making a group of 3. So here group of 3 from here 6, 7 and 5 is one group. Then remaining numbers are only 2 numbers, so that will be the second group. First step is you divide the number, you make the groups or you form the groups of 3 starting from the rightmost digit of 17,576. Rightmost digit is 6. So I divide into group of 3. So one group will be 5, 7, 6 and the other group will be 1 and 7. That was my step 1. Now my second step. In the second step, I will take the group 576 and I will observe its unit digit. So in my second step, I will take the group 576. Second step, I will take the second group. Is it clear? First, I will divide it into 2 groups. One group from starting from the rightmost digit. So one group will be 5, 7, 6 and the other group will be 1 and 7. In my second step, I will take the second group 5, 7, 6 and observe its unit digit. Here the unit digit is 6. Here the unit digit is 6. Therefore, the unit digit of the cube root of 17,576 will be 6. We know that if a number has the unit digit 6, its cube will also have the unit digit 6. And if the cube root of the number has 6, if the number has 6, then the cube root will also have 6. You have remember the properties of cube, that if the number ends with 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 and 0, its cube will also end with 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 0 respectively. So if the unit digit is 6, then the cube root will also have 6 because it's the inverse process. And then if the number has the unit digit 2, then its cube root will have the unit digit 8. And if the number has unit digit 3, then its cube root will have the unit digit 7. All these properties you have to remember. So here, therefore, the unit digit of the cube root of 17,576 will be 6. Now the third step and the last step. In that you will take the first group, 17. Now this 17 is the number between the cube of 2 and cube of 3. You know 2 cube is 8 and 3 cube is 27. So this 17 comes between 8 and 27. So step 3, take 17. Now 17 is greater than 2 cube and less than 3 cube. So why? Because 2 cube is 8 and 3 cube is 27. Therefore, the digit in the tens place of the cube root of 17,576 will be taken as 2. Why? Because we will always take the smaller one. And which is the smaller between 2 and 3? Naturally, 2. So therefore, cube root of 17,576 is equal to 26. This is the answer. You will multiply 26 3 times and verify. You can verify by multiplying 26 into 26 into 26. You will get 17,576. Once again, I explain the steps. First, in the first step, you make 2 groups starting from the rightmost digit. make the pairs of 3, that is 6, 7 and 5, one group. Remaining are 2 digits only, so 2 digits, 1 and 7. If there were 3 digits, then it will be another group of 3 digits. After, in the second step, you take the second group, that is take 576 and observe its unit digit. Here the unit digit is 6, so the unit digit of the cube root will also be 6. Then you take the first group and you write there take 17. Now you find out this number comes between which two perfect cubes. So here 17 comes between 2 cube and 3 cube, and therefore the number smaller between 2 and 3 is 2. So we take the second number, 2, number 2. And thus cube root of 17,576 is 26. So this method is known as estimation method. As we will do many examples, you will find this method very easy. So now in the next part, we will start with exercise 7.2.